Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Wealthy Mindset. It's yours truly, Money Making Mitch. And as usual guys, this is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and research. I know it's Saturday, but I got NIO on my mind and my mind on NIO. So I wanted to do a really nice video for you guys for the weekend to get you charged up for Monday. Because I came about some news on the Motley Fool. And I'm going to give you guys an example of how they play games on the market. You know, in the not too distant past, the Motley Fool, almost any institutional recommendation or channel that you can look at was bashing NIO. How do the tides turn and how are these games played? They will purposely bash a company like our buddy Jim Cramer does and cause people to sell low. Then they'll come out and prop it up to get you to buy it again, sometimes on the high end, sometimes when they finish buying in. Just like I talked about what Jamie Dimon has done with Bitcoin. Anyway, guys, I also wanted to say that, well, first let me say this. The 52-week low for NIO is $7 and the 52-week high is $16.94. And I wanted to say what I said in my last video again. I just wanted to say this. While the uneducated investor is selling and running because they have no clue of how the stock market works, the big institutions like Bailey Gifford, BlackRock, and Bridgewater and Associates keep buying shares. And the whole reason for me starting my YouTube channel was not just to talk about NIO, but to kind of help people understand how the stock market works so they don't make the same mistakes that I made early on and lost money. Because most people who don't understand how the stock market works, especially people who don't even come on YouTube or try to go to free seminars, they have no clue. All they do is they look at the stock symbol and in their mind, they're buying a stock. That's the number one mistake. In your mind, you should be saying to yourself, I'm buying a piece of a company and I own a piece of that company. Once you change your mindset and start thinking like this, then you'll start becoming successful in the stock market. You start trying to figure out what is the company doing. When the stock price goes down, you'll start realizing, hey, if this company is doing everything right, then I need to buy more shares. So that was the actual goal of my channel when I first started it. But anyway, guys, so the Motley Fool, who was blasting NIO for a long time, just came out recently with an article. It said, is NIO stock about to turn the corner? First off, NIO share price tumbled due to lack of progress in growing its production deliveries to customers. So I want you all to just understand that, just that little piece right there. Let me repeat that. First off, NIO share price tumbled due to lack of progress in growing its production and deliveries to customers. So it wasn't because it's not in demand. And we spoke about this before, right? I spoke about this where I said they made mistakes. They would come out with a car, they will reveal like the first ET5 and it will be months, 6 months before it was made available. And even then, they could not pump them out quickly enough. NIO has learned from that mistake. So mind you, it's not a lack, but rather ability to produce and deliver to customers, the article went on to say. And I spoke about NIO learning from its past mistakes. Also, COVID took a big toll on us. And remember, all the new startups, not all, a lot of the new startups, they did not survive COVID. NIO is one of the companies that survived, and a lot of it is because of huge institutions that see where this company is going and they kept buying in. NIO kept getting funding from huge institutions because these people see where it's going. And like I said before, poor people complain that the rich keeps getting richer, but they're not doing what the rich people are doing. Anyway, a slowdown in the Chinese economy also added to that. And mind you, the Western media will make you think that the Chinese economy is still slowing down. But BYD, and I said this in my last video, BYD just went past Ford, delivering more vehicles than Ford now. So take that into consideration, guys. Also, the trade war took a big toll on us because people sold off with fear. Remember, it started with the Trump administration and further continued with the Biden administration. So a lot of people who are asking, why is the share price so low when the company is doing everything right? These are a lot of headwinds that are keeping us down. It's not that we're not doing what we're supposed to do. So bear all this in mind and understand that if you have diamond hands and conviction and you see what this company is doing, you will benefit, right? So remember, William Lee said 25 countries in 5 years. There are speculations now that we'll go into the Middle East. I said that when we got money from the Abu Dhabi government, $1 billion plus recently. I said that. Don't be surprised if you see us in the Middle East. Especially because the Middle East is wealthy and we're high-end and they love their high-end cars. So let's look forward to July and August with two of the biggest months on record for NIO deliveries, the article went on to say. The article also spoke about the NIO phone, and listen very carefully to this. This is one of the main reasons why I did this video today. The article also spoke about the NIO phone and how it will expand the ecosystem. Remember, we were always, even a lot of my followers talk about this and they comment on my on my channel about the ecosystem. Similar to Apple CarPlay and Apple AirPlay, the way these system works, they said that if it catches on, NIO can have a competitive edge and advantage to grow its vehicle business. And guess what? The phone has caught on. So now people don't have to download the Apple CarPlay. They have their NIO phone, guys. And the NIO phone, from what I'm hearing, you can summon the car to come and meet you in front of your work when you're getting out of the office, right? Or wherever you are. You can unlock the car, apart from other features. And I spoke about this since last year when I spoke about it, how huge this will be, right? Where you'd be able to call the car to come to you and stuff like that. Like Knight Rider. Guys who are my age will remember the Knight Rider. So this is really, really awesome. So they're saying that we will have a competitive edge to grow because of the ecosystem, right? People want the phone connected to the car, the battery as a service, and NIO houses where they can, network all the high-end clientele people. But don't forget, there are unfair market practices that are now being implemented by some of the Euro countries, right? So we also have to bear that in mind. This is a long-term investment. And some people, like there's one guy that comments in my videos all the time, and he said I should take pointers from some of the other YouTubers that don't just be happy and gleeful all the time, Mitch. You should also give the doom and gloom. I don't give the doom and gloom because, and even if I talk about the doom and gloom, I tell you guys, remember, this is a long-term investment, and I'm not going to fearmonger you and make you think, oh my God, should I sell? Look at what's happening. I don't do that because we are long-term investors. So to that one guy who commented, this is my answer to you, buddy. Anyway, thankfully, not all Euro countries agree with Ursula and already said they will not implement it. I'm talking about the proposed tariffs. Remember, we spoke about that, guys, recently. Euro is talking about maybe implementing tariffs, but not all of the Eurozone is on board with that. So that's good. And China said that they will hit back heavily if the European Union does that. Because remember, Europe depends on selling their cars in China. And the Chinese EV industry has proven to be more sophisticated and superior. So imagine if on top of that, China hits them with tariffs. They will not survive. And then I just want to say, to show you how they continuously play games, a lot of the Motley Fool articles were bashing NIO until now. So they bash something, it tumbles when they realize they didn't get into the boat early on. Then when it tumbles, they jump in and buy, and then they say it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. So I hope you guys understand that this is the way the game is played. And when you have conviction, don't let no one shake you. We are NIO Lions. I hope you guys found this video informational and motivational. If you did, guys, please give it a thumbs up. It'll help encourage me to keep doing more videos like this for you guys. If you haven't yet subscribed, you might want to think about doing so. Let's get rich or die trying, guys.